and welcome. It's either turn 10 or 11, but who cares? Now the Germans take out the, what do you call it? Petard. I know it's a Churchill, but I'm using it as a petard. Didn't really do much damage over here. Rattle the troops over there. So, any morale tests for the Canadians? Nope. So, any smoke to be fired? Nope. So we're straight into move. So this petard is moving up and unlimbering. Same again with this guy, 2-inch motor, unlimbering. Actually moving to the back. Keep the VMGs out the front. Now to I just realised something. Dopey. Both of them two-man teams are in these are on these brain carriers. Thinking where they could even go. I'm just gonna have to go into this side. The only thing is they'll be getting fired up. Now at the back means they've jumped off. At the side they're still on. That's the wee rule I use because I keep forgetting. Now these are up to their normal movement, which is it 6 inches? Infantry on road, 9 inches, 6-inch crawling, so 9 inches. And actually get to there, they're going to assault this, which they're going to do. Each fire is only shot once first. There's no shots left. I actually forgot about him. That's it from over here. That Panzer Shack has no more shots. It's going to be treated just for 2 men with rifles. Yeah, I'm going to continue moving. Could get right up on that mortar. Now because they shot, they're going to storm. Assault this house. Well, it's a wrecked house, so it doesn't get any benefits. Oh, no, leave these guys first. Yeah, they're going straight up the road. That's a 2-inch mortar. That's a heavy machine gun. They're staying there because they want to shoot. Yep, and that's it. So, from moving to declare fire, do a bit of safe. Oh no, assaults are done before declaring fire. Let's see. Figure moves, close assaults are resolved. Okay, let me just read the close assaults. I know what they are. It's a +1 for the defend attackers and a +2 for defenders. The close assaults, these occur when infantry figures come into contact with enemy occupied buildings, enemy troops, whether in cover or in the open. To determine what happens in such circumstances, the attacker adds a d6 to the number of their figures within 1 inch of the enemy or the building. The defender adds a d6 to +2 to the number of figures. The highest score is a winner. Right, so let's do these guys over here. These guys are 2, and there's 2, 4, 6. So the attacker gets, what is it? Attacker adds a d6 to the number of their figures with 1 inch of the enemy or the building. So there's 6 of them. With a d1, so that's 7. Right, so the defender, which is 2, adds a d6 of 5, which is 7 plus 2, which is 9. They win. So what happens? That's unbelievable. The defender adds a d6 plus 2 to the number of figures. The highest score is the winner, and the difference equals the casualties inflicted on the loser up to a maximum of 4 figures. Elite troops add 1 to their score per troops deduct 1. Right, so they're normal troops, but they are elite, so they get a plus. So 8 for the attacker, and for the defender, the Germans, they got 5, 6, 7. +2, which was 9, and they got 8, so they lose 1 figure, but that's actually quite good. What do you mean, there's maths in this game? No! I don't like it anymore. There's a close assault on that building over here. So we have 2, 5, there should be 6 there. What's going on? Oh, there he is. So there's 6 against 2, so throw the dice. 6 on 6 is 12, plus 1, 13, they can't win in the building. So 2 plus 6 is 8, 9, lose the difference between 12, they're dead. And they occupy the building, so they get hard cover. Okay, so close assaults are done. Declare fire. So we have VMG, they're not moving, they moved. Hold on. No, they're all stationary because of being VMG, static VMG in there, guys. They can move up to 3 inches when they disembark. They can stay there. So 3 inches. Now that's a heavy machine gun. They're static. they can take a fire on the house. It's not going to do much damage. So they're going to fire at these guys. Yeah. Hold on a minute, if that's already fired, no, it's not. If they disembark, can they still fire? Every most mounted weapons can move and fire in the same turn. However, this is not allowed for towed artillery batteries, ground mounted machine guns, motors and guns that are normally deployed off their wheels, such as the Germany 8 flak gun. Infantry figures getting in or out of a vehicle can only move a maximum of 3 inches. Troops leaving a vehicle can only fire at short range in that turn. Oh, do you know something? I think this Pate could be lucky here. And at short range, they can't fire. Happy days. That VMG can still fire them, and the Pate's firing at the mortar. Now I'm interpreting these rules close enough, but see, to be honest with you, playing solo doesn't cause any problems. It's only when you start playing more teams. So the other side, now because they fired in that house, they know they're in there. So this mortar is going to pop on that building. The LCT obviously on the mortar. This, because of its elevation, can fire on the mortar also. These guys here can fire in the house, but hard cover. Yeah, so may as well try and clear up again here. So we have these guys on the house, these guys on the house. I was going to just take out the panzer track, but I mean, it's just 2 riflemen there. Can't fire any shells. So declare fire, then fire. We'll do this over here. So big guns down. There's no big guns. So 2-inch mortar. No, that just disembarked. It has to set itself up, so I can't fire, but the Pate can. So the Pate at the mortar. So Pate can act like an infantry gun, so can only fire, but if it's disembarked at short range, which it can. And a Pate. Oh, I've never came across a Pate. Handheld anti-tank weapons, or other than anti-tank rifles. That's more an anti-tank rifle, isn't it? No, the Pate is an anti-tank weapon. Only have a normal range of 6 inches. Well, that has, it's within, there's no short or long range. Multiple rocket launchers, 5 or 6. One casualty when testing for a hit of armored fighting vehicle. No, it's not in the do word. So where's 8? Gun class 2, 46. Maximum of 3 shots per game, same as the Panzerschreck. 46, but 1d6 of attack and tank. So I'm going to just treat it like the Panzerschreck. So Anti-tank fire. So let's see what it gets. It rolls first and then we'll do the modifiers. Gets a 6. So it's definitely a hit. But the mortar has +1 if the target is short range. There is no short or long range, so it doesn't get the pluses. +1 if firing for bang, no. -1 if the target moved, didn't move. -1 if the 50% of the vehicle is concealed. 50% of the vehicle is concealed, that's why I put it there, to give it concealment. So it gets a +1, so that's down to 5. -1 if more than 50% of the vehicle, no. -1 if the target is at long range, no. So it gets a hit. Now the test for damage. That is a target class of, I think it's 5 for the mortar. Target class 5, yep. So damage chart. 1 to 2, no damage. Bounces off it. Ching! First time I've got the usable the paint. I don't think no damage. Okay, so what are we on to next? So we have one static machine gun. And I read that chart wrong earlier, or in the last game. A static machine gun. Oh no, hold on, that stopped moving. Yeah, no, that's static. So if it's moving, it's only 1 d6. Static is 3 d6. So shooting at the... It's in hardcover. Hardcover. Short range. 6 is the hit. So 3d6. I get 1 hit. So I'm going to carry that over because it's being fired at multiple times. If it's not being fired out at multiple times, there's no point in carrying it over. So it gets 1 hit. So this guy also. BMG. 6 is the hit. Oh, it hit. But I meant to throw 3 dice, so we have another 2 dice to throw. So that's 2 hits. And 1 more VMG. It needs 6 is the hit. Gets no hits, so we've got 2 hits, and we need to kill the mortar. We need 5, 6, no 4, 5, 6. We need 2, 4, 5, 6. Unbelievable! Even though they lost the assault in that, they still managed to take out the mortar. There's another shadow. Right, so we have the Sherman LCT 75 mil on the mortar, and that's close range. I'm not even going to check it. So let's throw the dice first. We get a 3. Now 4, 5, 6 is a hit. 1 to 3 is not, but then you do your modifier. So we have target gun class of, I think that's a 3. Sherman Friel gun class 3. Alright, so that has a target class of 5, so it gets a +2. So 3 plus 2, 5, so it's a hit for now. Target is short range, yes. +1, 6. -1 if target moved, yes. Down to 5 again. -1 if 50% of the vehicle is concealed. Nope. -1 if target is long range. Nope. So it's definitely a hit. So let's see if we kill this thing. It's target class 5. No, it's got, yeah, target class 5. So 3 to 6. It's going to be damaged or destroyed. 2? No damage? What is going on here? Survives. I just think that's a petard. We'll land a petard on the tank. Is that possible? I'm sure it is, but yep, it's within the 12 inches. Just treat it like a bloody big mortar then. Okay, so target's not moving. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to treat it as. It's a bloody big mortar. So target's not moving, so mortars up to 60mm caliber maximum using guns and mortars firing indirect require D6 to 5.6. We need to fire 1 round, so I'm going to fire this 1 round against the tank, 5.6. Gets a P, so it misses. That's unbelievable. That mortar is just. It's been hit 3 times. Wow. That's that over there. Let's go to the other side. So we have the inch. Where were we hitting? What were we hitting with the inch? Was it this house? Okay. Yeah, there's a wee bit of information on a Sultan house. Oh, this is a nightmare. I should know it by now, but you know, lights are firing at houses and stuff. There's a few blind spots in this game, I'll say that, but they're not really game breaking to the point where you could ad hoc some rules yourself until you find out. Now I have read buildings on the fire, but to be honest with you, I can't remember which book. I think it was in the extra. So we're just going to do it. I'm just going to add hoc here. Building's going to be hardcover. So if they get in hardcover, the first shot they hit the building needs 5.6 because it's not moving. So roll 2 for 2 shells, 5.6. Gets 1 hit. And the 18mm mortar, I think is, where is it? 5d6. So 5d6, but because it's in hard cover, you deduct 1d6. And then for kills, it's 5 or 6. We get no kills. I got 4 2s. What? This against this. So we have, that's a big large fire team. What have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 6 dice. They're getting hard cover. Looks like medium range. Yep. So medium range and hard cover. I think that's 6s, but let me check. Medium range, hard target and hard cover. 6s to hit. So there we go. Firing in through all the windows, doors, roofs, hoping to hit something. Oh, nice, 2 hits. 4, 5, 6. Kill. 1 kill. At least something's happened. Right, so only one shot left, and I believe it's these guys. And the dice fell away down to the bottom of the house, so it can stay there till after the game. We have 2, 4, 5, 6 against the house, so 3. It's same medium range. 5, 6 is the hit. 1 hit. 4, 5, 6 to kill. No kill. So pretty much mediocre round for the Canadians. That Martyr's still alive to take out another tank unit. And yeah, that's it for the Canadians. Thanks for watching.